So live on Hit 103.9 FM. It's your most authoritative sports show on radio. My name is Fentuo, Tahiru Fentuo. The show is proudly sponsored by Sitso, as well as DSTV, and of course DSTV. So much more. We'll tell you a bit more about them a little later. But from wherever you tune in, welcome to the show. We've got a lot to cover from now till 3 p.m. With the guys in studio. Listen, 3 significant things have happened this week from the world of sports, or from our world of sports. Okay, 3 very significant things. It started on Monday when President Akufo-Addo finally commissioned the Boteman Sports Complex, which will be venue for 7 of the sporting disciplines of the 30 sporting disciplines that will take place here in Accra. In the Africa Games, which are exactly 22 days away from now. The Games opening ceremony will be on March 8. In fact, competition itself will start on March 3, some 5 days before the opening ceremony. So where are we with preparations? What did you make of that facility? I'm sure you've seen pictures. We've done several reports on that. Have you been impressed? With that facility, they said we spent $145 million on it. So we're basically looking at our preparation towards the Africa Games. Where are we with preparations? Are we ready? Should we expect any sort of success story, especially with participation? Because remember that we have said that we want to place in the top 5 of the medal table at these Africa Games. Okay. Now, if you look at Ghana's record, the last 5 Africa Games from 2003, the highest number of medals we've ever achieved is 25 medals. Meanwhile, the top 5 from the last 5 Africa Games have all amassed more than 100 medals. So how do we jump from 25 medals, which is our highest in the last 5 editions, to 100? Or over 100, which is what it would take to place in the top 5 of the medal table. Have we invested enough in our athletes to be able to achieve this? 2003, 25 medals. 2007, 25 medals. 2011 in Maputo, we only got 17. 2015 as well. In 2015, in Angola, we got 19 medals. And then in 2019, in Rabat, we got 13 medals. 13 medals. Okay, so that's our record. It's not great. So the games were supposed to happen last year. So we had an extra 1 year to put a team together to win the Africa Games, if for want of a better phrase. Côte d'Ivoire did. They had a 2-year postponement of the AFCON. It gave them enough time to build a team and to win the AFCON. I'm sure that if the AFCON was held in Côte d'Ivoire 2 years ago, like it was supposed to, they probably would not have had a good enough team to win the AFCON. So the postponement has helped them. Have we taken advantage of the extra 1 year? That's a good question. So that's one significant development that has happened this week. We'll be talking about that. Development number 2 that has happened this week has been the massive demonstration on Wednesday with the Save Ghana Football protesters gathering thousands of football-loving Ghanaians on the streets and presenting a 15-point petition to Parliament about the state of our football and what has to be done. This is a landmark demonstration. It's never happened. The question is, what will it change for our football? Would that make them listen? Because there's nothing in the petition that's presented that has not already been said on radio or on television by one journalist or another. And now politicians are getting involved. We'll go through all those 15 points in the petition and let you know which of them is achievable, or this is just another exercise in futility. That's to come. And then the biggest development, or development number 3 that happened this week in our sports, The Minister of Youth and Sports was in Parliament on Wednesday, and he presented details, albeit not a breakdown, but details of the budget that they took to the AFCON, where they got kicked out in the group stages. He confirmed everything that we had been talking about as first revealed by the Member of Parliament for North Town, Honourable Okujata Blakwa. So indeed they budgeted 8.5 million as confirmed by the Minister. Indeed 5 million was released to them by the Ministry of Finance as confirmed by the Minister. And the newest information is that they spent 3 million in those 3 games. So 3 million of the 5 million released to them was spent. He says they spent it on accommodation. He said hospitality, that's the word he used, per diems and bonuses. $3 million was spent. Value for money? I'm not too sure. And of course today, the funeral of ex-Black Stars player Raphael Jamana is currently ongoing at the Atsirim Ghana AstroTurf. We have a reporter there. We'll give you updates as well. Really somber situation. I am coming from there personally. And so we will give you updates regard to that. The demonstration also had counter-protesters. We'll be talking to them and questioning the rationale behind their decision. There's a group of journalists that have also put themselves together to go and hold a press conference and say Ghana football is in safe hands. What is wrong with that? Yes, one group has a right to demonstrate because of the issues that have been very vehemently debated over the last few weeks. But apparently there's another group that feels that all is well. And maybe it's important to hear from them. I really want to understand because for the ones that were demonstrating, the Save Ghana football, I brought Sadiq here and we spoke about the issues. Do you think I should give the other group a voice? Hear from them at least? I'm not sure. But yeah, Daniel Koranteng is back from Abidjan. And Sitso for Philip Atsirim is here as well with me. Guys, welcome to the show. Danny K, how did you go in Abidjan?
I have some story.
Oh God, not again, man.
Oh, this one is not me, it's Ken. It's Ken.
Ken in the Major Online office.
Yeah. I told him that I'll choose.
He was in Abidjan.
Yeah, with me.
He went on leave.
We went together, we came back together.
You're joking.
Mm-hmm. I told him I'll choose. What is it when we reached? I told him that, you see, as for me, I've always been a snitch.
Okay, DK, even before you go on, let me remind listeners that the show is live and interactive on social media, streaming on Twitter Spaces. Do join us there, or X Spaces if you like. We're also streaming on the Joy FM YouTube page. You can join us there as well. And if you want to contribute to the conversation, the numbers to text to, or the WhatsApp number is 055 1111997. Alternatively, you can leave us a message on X or Twitter by using the hashtag GamePlan. Daniel.
Yeah, I told him that whatever he does here, once he's immoral, I'll come and choke.
What did he do?
Oh, Ken. In fact, first of all, I have to say that I know I'm a fresh boy. Do you understand? I know I'm a very nice guy. So
behave.
Oh, it's true.
Well, you do have a wife. It's hard to debate that.
Yeah,
a woman chose you, so
thank you.
You know,
I know
beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder.
Oh, I'm everybody's beholder.
So, if Maisie finds you beautiful, fair enough.
See, this, have you seen the ring? No.
Yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember Captain
Somebody
Planet?
said right now, these days, every time you are talking or you want to take a picture,
I show it.
Wow.
Oh, it's very deliberate. Tahiru, do you remember Captain Planet? Captain Planet is a...
Please, I grew up in Tumu.
But Sitso, you know Captain Planet.
Oh, yeah.
That time
Yeah.
we were doing the Captain.
You see, when they
Planet,
want
I didn't
Captain
have
Planet to
TV.
come,
I didn't have TV.
When they want Captain Planet,
the
then they will show the ring. No,
Yeah.
they say Earth.
The fire.
Thank you. So me, when I saw them coming, I will show that hey, that this place off limits. But it's Ken. So this is what happened. Ken's data was running out, and I told him that Boga, the way both of us don't speak the French, no. If you don't buy data and I need to reach you and we are out of this thing, it will be hard. So buy the data quick before we get to the media center. Oh, I'll buy.
He didn't buy that.
We don't buy that. Right now we reach some corner B. We didn't know where we were. Some corner B. Then some Congolese. Is a Congolese to their waist is different from the rest of Africa. Yeah. Oh, you don't know?
Oh, Congo.
Ah.
Where the wine?
Congo.
Mapuka A1.
Some Congolese young baby girl. Nice one.
Sitso, those ad-libs, you for behave, what's it?
Oh, might be true.
Azuma Buka there.
A1.
A1. Quick.
But the whole Africa, Mapuka B.
The whole
Congo.
Africa.
That they can go on.
No, I disputing it.
Congo and Ivory Coast.
Last week we did linguistics. This week if like we do dance. we do
Congo.
we do Agbaja, we do Mapuka.
I was told Danike was coming to do the dance, no?
What? Kudumato.
Kudimato.
Charlie, Tahiru. So the Congolese baby girl is approaching. And she's saying something, but both of us don't understand. Me, I'm not interested. But Ken, no. You see, when you look at non-verbal cues, you can tell when somebody's interested.
Yes.
Charlie, the way the girl put her hand on Ken's, Charlie, she was rapping and saying something. Charlie, Ken know the barb. When you open your phone,
You want to do Google Translate?
you want to do Google Translate, but you don't get data. Oh! The data finish.
Yeah, Kasachara,
Right now, Ken they tell me, say, oh, make her open my phone,
Please, my phone is out of reach.
Me, I was standing there. I said, I will not partake in anything immoral. So I was standing there, me, they have data, I had data, I was standing there looking at his face. Right now, the girl in face started change because he be like, can you not be serious?
Uh-huh.
The girl say, I go.
Should I go?
Oh,
You are not responding.
Can say, oh yeah, it's a universal this one. If you say oh yeah, everybody will understand. The girls to the talk something, right now can won't beat me oh.
They transfer the anger to you.
It transfer the anger to me.
It is for a chance.
Me too, I chuck it to our pocket because I say me the phone will come out. This thing I will not translate it for you. I will not partake in
You
anything.
are partaking.
No.
Do it.
Charlie,
Nothing immoral.
because of that, from the Wednesday, the semi-final
Yes.
to Friday afternoon, Ken no talk to me.
You not talk to I go. She go.
She
Why
go.
you don't talk to me?
Charlie, she go. Let go. China reach the media center. You know Akumia.
Yeah.
Akumia they handle it.
Michael.
We ask for there.
We catch them no Akumia and the baby girl. Charlie they do work. Can watch my face? Say, hey Danny.
I could be a translator.
Translate am quick. He dey get data. He get data.
Because he was there way before.
Lesson learned.
Next time.
Ken has joined the Twitter space and he's sending laughing emoji. My brother, you have been outed.
Next time, when your data is running out, Boga, especially
Buy
in the
data.
foreign land,
Yes.
quick.
Fill up.
Buy
No,
data.
in fact,
data.
I actually learned the hard way too. When we got to the border, people were buying SIM cards. We're gonna buy SIM cards.
You want to roam me?
Oh, roaming care. I said, they say if we get to Abidjan, Orange is your best network. We go catch the country there, Charlie. I got the SIM card. Where I go buy? If you pass here, someone can bloat the figure very high for you. They go talk. I wanted to buy like 20 gig. I went somewhere. They told me 30,000 safer. That's like 600 Ghana cedis. I went somewhere. So I was fortunate. The day I bought the data, I was with the BBC. I did BBC World Service, and one of their guys could speak French. So I told him I wanted to buy data. So we went to a vendor. He spoke the French to the lady, and the lady got the data for me.
You are a lucky man.
At was it 10,000 safer? Yes. So I paid 10,000 safer for the data. But before that, I had stressed because anytime I left the hotel, there was no data. There's absolutely no way I could get in touch with anyone, or anyone could get in touch with me. I remember I was supposed to go and do something with Be in Sports, and I was going to their hotel. Charlie, they sent me location. That morning, I get down, hotel Wi-Fi, know the job. How I go pick car?
You go and stop the car. Car stop. Car stop. You enter. Hey, not negotiable.
Hey.
Because of that, for me, like I get an eSIM.
Yeah.
Okay. There are international eSIMs that you use all the time. So every time I want to travel, even just before I leave the airport, before I get on the plane, I purchase the eSIM, everything, activate it, and just wait, because it says when you touch down in the country, then you activate it. So I'll do everything, all the setup, before I leave. When I get down, I activated my eSIM, and it's really cheap. It's like $5. You can get $5 for unlimited data for 10 days. Or you can get $10 for maybe 20 days, $25 for like 30 days.
Very well in Europe.
Yeah, it's easy. That's what I use. So I don't have your problem, Sam.
Nanike, did
Did
you have to download the all languages translator so that you could communicate?
You must have a translator.
If you don't understand,
You must have a translator. Anyway, guys, let's get back on track. Thank you. Listen, I want us to begin from here. So the first incident, of course, obviously has to be with this. The sports minister, Mustafa Yusuf, was in Parliament, and obviously he revealed that the budget that we sent to the AFCON was 8.5. We were given 5 million. We spent 3 million. This is exactly what he said, and I'm very interested in the reaction that came after.
And this was to cater for the pre-tournament stages, that is our pre-campaign stages. The tournament phase, that's the group stages, and also the 1/16 stage, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and the finals. If we have gone through all the stages up to finals, Mr. Speaker, Ghana, the estimated budget would have been $8,506,450 United States dollars. Out of this amount, an amount of $5,070,840.36 United States dollars was released by the Ministry of Finance, of which $3,070,067.81 was spent.
To the last cent, that's how much was spent. It didn't impress people in Parliament. Let's begin with the Nsawam Meduadre MP, also Majority Chief Whip, Arnaud Dompre. He was fuming.
We must be humble enough to accept that there's something wrong with the running of our senior national team, the Black Stars. There is something definitely wrong with them. Now, and I hear all the statements about reform. I hear my colleague, the Honorable Suhini, being very loud, very clear. It cannot just be any reform at all. Yes, I agree there should be some reform. But we must be specific on what we want to do. Speaker, I dare say that even if we have to interfere to attract the sanction of FIFA, we've heard about that. If we interfere in football administration, FIFA is going to sanction us, and what? If that is what we should come to, if push come to shove, we must do it to safeguard the sports. It is all we have.
Wow. Those are some very strong words from one parliamentarian. Here's another. This is Okujeto Ablakwa.
The $3 million that we have spent for just these 3 matches is in excess of what other countries budgeted for the entire tournament. Nigeria, $1.3 million. Zambia, $2.1 million. And here we are, $3 million. No value for money. If you look at how much we spend on qualifiers, Ghana versus Angola, home and away, 7.4 million. Ghana versus Madagascar, 13.2 million. Mr. Speaker, we are throwing millions, hundreds of millions into supporting these Black Stars, and we are not getting results. Look at the state of our pitches. We don't even have a single FIFA standard pitch, not one. Youth development is gone. The local league is gone.
People are angry. The parliamentarians seem angrier than the ordinary citizens.
I must emphasize that it cannot be business as usual. That critical action that must be taken. And I look back and see my friend minister. I want to be charitable in terms of the commentary. But it cannot be business as usual. Because we are all, the effects of football on our economy cannot be overemphasized. So football has an interface on the economy. It has an interface on many aspects of our lives. We are all concerned. And let nobody think that it is you against us. We are all concerned about the matter.
That's another prayer again. Sitso, then this is obviously connected to the demonstration and the reasons people were demonstrating, all the issues. He went a step further to even claim that we haven't been specific on the kind of reforms we want. He says everybody says we want reforms. He wants to be specific. Do we want to interfere in the running of the football and get the FA people out and attract a ban? He says if that is what it takes, then it has to be done. That's just one example. But the demonstration day coincided with the day that the sports minister actually went to read the statement in Parliament. So these statements that they made were actually in the aftermath of receiving the petition. So they were even boiling more. So the energy was fresh as they went back into the chamber. And that's how you hear all of these people being as furious as they sound in these tapes. And they're not just the only two MPs that spoke. Lots of them also spoke. Is there something in there that we haven't done to address the situation that you think finally after this demonstration something would change?
I think the change lies in with Parliament, really. And now that the petition has been sent to them and some members of Parliament have accepted that it can't be business as usual. We can't keep doing the same old things and expect that we get better results from it. It's not possible. And when the Honourable Minister said, another press said that maybe if he has to be interference, we have to interfere. I agree to a very large extent. However, when the FA tells you that when you interfere with them, FIFA will ban you, they are lying to you. It's a lie. It's a big lie. It's a very, very big lie. And I can give you multiple examples that the FA are lying to every Ghanaian and all MPs.
There are
and
different
ministers.
levels of interference. That's what you are saying.
Absolutely different levels of interference. So what kind of interference? Because the Football Association of the UK is in the office of the Prince of Wales.
Right.
That is why it's the Prince who would go and give the FA Cup to the FA Cup winner in England. When you go to Morocco, it is the Deputy Finance Minister, who is the head of the Royal Football Morocco. That is a direct government. When you go to Qatar, it's the runners of the football is from their government.
Even Ahmad was a minister before he became, while he was Malagasy FA president.
Great.
And then CAF.
Great, absolutely. So when Ghanaian football people tell you government, I know you guys are very busy in Parliament and you listen to this show with the greatest respect. I know you are so busy you not paying attention to some of these little details.
Yeah.
But when these football people in Ghana tell you that if there is any government position, any powerful government person running football directly or indirectly, it's called interference. Honourable ministers, honourable MPs, members of Parliament, who
it's a lie.
It's a huge lie. It's a big lie. It's nowhere. And the reason I say this is that for every country that sees sports as a massive economic tool, there is nowhere in a million years so-called football people run that sports.
It has to be the policymakers.
It's purely a state issue. And that is why when Qatar were going to host the World Cup, it had nothing to do with Qatar FA. No. Government. When Russia wanted to host Olympics and even the Winter Olympics, we all saw what happened. The state doping issue that eventually got them back. It was states backed. It was the states. It was nothing to do with
the
Olympic
Russian
Committee.
Athletic Federation.
No. It's a state. Now that Morocco are getting ready to host Africa and later the world, the government has made it such a way that because of its financial implication and economic drive and the tourism issues or drive to the country, the football is being run by its tourism and finance ministry.
Yeah.
And so you see the injection of cash, and you see how some Ghanaian journalists have actually benefited through their tourism ministry, having gone to Morocco to report about Morocco. It is not an FA matter.
Yes.
So if we want to fix our football, don't let anybody from the FA president to the bodyguard who's been beating people tell you that it is interference if government takes a position on how football should be run in the country. It is interference if government tells us that they've sacked Gatokreku, who is for the football people. Are you following?
Yeah.
So there's an election. The government said, no, Cats can't be president. That is the issue. But in this issue, there has to be policies that even Cats has to follow.
That's right.
Because it's a national matter. We need to, and you see, when it comes to the issue of the national team, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah, Cats and Co don't even have a massive say. Truly, it is you, the government. But when you hand every responsibility to them and they start seeing themselves as lords, and they don't tell you the truth because you are so busy fixing roads and hospitals, that is where our honorable MPs miss the point. But today on GamePlan, I'm telling them that they've been lying to them for so long.
And there's something they can actually do.
There's plenty. In fact, there is everything they can do. If there's a strict policy in Ghana on what a football club should look like, FIFA can't change that.
No.
If in Ghana we decide that if you are 12 years you can't play football unless you are 18 years, FIFA can't change that. FIFA won't tell us not to play football.
No.
It will only mean that we are not eligible to play in their under 17.
Yeah.
But it will mean that we are eligible to play in that. It's our national policy.
Yeah.
If it's our policy that for every single professional football club, you need to have 3 levels of academy: under 15, under 17, and under 20. And it is binding on the club owners in Ghana. FIFA won't tell us we are interfering.
And you know the funniest thing? We actually do have those things for schools.
Yes.
For hospitals.
Yes.
Before you can have a hospital registered.
There are things. There are guidelines.
Before you have a law firm.
There's a criteria you have to meet before you get license to operate it.
Yeah.
So why should anybody in this country tell our honorable members of parliament that if they put in policies that safeguards the sports for growth, it's interference? It's a lie. It's a big, huge, fat lie. So this is the time they have to shape up our football with the powers they have in parliament. They have to decide, how do you explain that you camped in Ghana, in Kumasi here, on Dr. Kwame Chase pitch? With the greatest respect to that facility, it is not a 2-star facility.
No. It's so below standard.
Even if it's actually not, it's substandard. So even if we are renting it, which you should rent because it's a private facility, how much money did we commit into renting it for how many days? How do you spend 3 million from preparation to playing those 3 games?
Because certainly none of that money should have been spent at the AFCON.
No,
if anything at all, a small fraction.
Yeah. The spending ended when we boarded Air Cote d'Ivoire, right? That's the name.
Yes.
Air Cote d'Ivoire. The spending ended when we boarded Air Cote d'Ivoire from Kumasi to Abidjan. That is where
the point is that before the money was released, they were already spending.
What were they spending on?
No. The two of you are making the same point.
That is a different matter.
No, the clarity here is that you've written to the finance ministry that you need $5 million.
Yes.
Finance ministry gives approval for the money to be released on the 12th. Meanwhile, you started campaign on the 1st.
Yes.
So it means that maybe, just maybe, the FA pre-financed it.
No, that's beside the point.
Okay,
what I'm saying is that
beside the point.
Whatever the FA pre-financed, they pre-financed the campaign in Ghana. The money is for the AFCON.
Yes.
And the AFCON starts with the pre-campaign and all the other things that will make it work.
Yes.
It was in Ghana. If you told me you flew to South Africa, I might consider. But you camped in Ghana. So what sense does it make that you camped in Ghana and went to play the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire for the 3 games that you played and spent 3 million? How do you justify that expenditure?
Where was the money spent? That's
how do you justify it?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so where was the money? I don't know. But the point is that, just like you mentioned, if they go to Kumasi, the hotel, they will rent it.
Yes.
They've started spending. They've started spending.
You are saying
what you're saying is not.
I'm not saying they won't spend any money in Kumasi.
Sitso, hold on for me. Muftawu, you are making the same point as Sitso is making. He's saying that he doesn't understand how they spent 3 million for what they did before and even during the tournament. And you are saying as well that even before the money came, they were spending it. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
So he's saying that whatever they spend, he doesn't understand how they spent 3 million.
You're not flying players. You're not buying first class.
So you're saying the same thing.
You're not buying first class tickets. You are not spending it. You see, when you go to South Africa to camp, the transportation, it's on you. that is flying them in and out and the busing around for the whole campaign and renting a facility good enough for you to train, all of that is cost. If we camped in South Africa, the 3 million could have made some. It will sit well with me. I'm like, couldn't you have? But if you camped in Ghana, that's why I listed and named the facility for you, Dr. Kwame Chase Complex. Dr. Kwame Chase Complex. But if you are playing at the Accra Sports Stadium, according to the Sports Ministry, how much does it cost? 100,000 for a football club to rent it for a football game. Are you saying that Dr. Kwame Chase Complex?
2 days. This is for the first 2 days. Then they went to Baba.
Are you saying Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex will be more expensive than Accra Sports Stadium and Babayara? No. So I'm saying that on the face value, knowing Ghana and knowing where they camped, did they rent bus to transport the players?
I only came in because you said the spending ended when they flew out of Ghana.
No.
I think
The spending on preparation ended when they flew out of with Air Cote d'Ivoire, which means that wasn't their expense. That wasn't at the government's expense or the GFS expense. That was on CAF. The accommodation in Cote d'Ivoire was on CAF.
You take care of it and CAF will reimburse you.
That's not what you see, Muftawu. When you are discussing the matter, don't bring another issue. I'm not
bringing another issue. It's not as if when you are going to fly out, CAF will pay for it. You will pay, and CAF will give you back the money.
No.
Listen. All right, guys. Okay, I have put your microphones off. Okay, relax. Sitso, I have put your microphone is off. Muftawu Nabila Abdullahi, please listen to me carefully. Okay. Sitso says, when he says the spending ended when they left Cote d'Ivoire, he's saying that whatever money we have spent on this AFCON, whether pre-financed or spent from the actual money, we should not have spent any more money after we went to Cote d'Ivoire. So if you say you spent 3 million, whether it was pre-financed or post-financed, he's saying that all of that expenditure should have been within the first 10 days. And he doesn't understand why within those first 10 days of pre-camping, we spent 3 million. Whether we pre-financed it.
All of you are not getting me.
Okay.
This is it. This is what it is. You are going for a major competition. When you are going for a major competition, CAF is not giving you money for every single thing you are going to do.
That's what I just said. I said whether you pre-finance.
You will have to finish. You will have to spend your hotel, every single thing finish, and CAF will pay you back for every single expenditure.
You are saying CAF will pay us the 3 million back. That's not what you're saying.
No, it depends on how much you're going to spend.
They won't. Don't say that lie. It's a lie.
It's not a lie.
No. CAF has money. No. It's a lie.
You know for sure that CAF is not paying us 3 million.
Let's educate people.
No. CAF is not paying you back your 3 million.
Yes. So
right.
So what are you saying?
This is it. When you are going for the major competition, right?
Okay.
The thing is that every single money you spent in your preparation and your participation is pre-financed.
It's not true. Okay, wait. CAF has earmarked a certain amount for all participating countries. If you think you are the B, so you want to exceed CAF's quotation for preparation fee, that is your cost. So CAF will give, just say 400,000 to every participating country to prepare.
And maybe they'll take care of a certain number of contingent.
Yes.
If you want more people, you pay for them.
So don't tell me that.
They take care of 55.
So don't tell me that when you spend, CAF will bring back the money. No. CAF won't give you the money you spent.
And
CAF will give you the money it has budgeted for every participating team.
That is
so
true.
CAF won't give us 3 million.
So if we spend 3 million, he's
CAF
saying we overspent.
It has nothing to do with CAF.
And the other question I have for Muftawu on the point that you made about pre-financing everything. Yeah. Are you saying that when they went to Abidjan and stayed at Pullman, we took our money to go and pay Pullman?
No.
So how do you say we pre-finance everything?
The point is that I don't know why you don't get it.
No, what I'm saying,
what you are saying.
What I'm saying, right?
You get the
when you are going for a major competition.
You're not listening. You're not listening. CAF wants pre-finance. Let me wrap this one up so that you see. I'm speaking to honorable.
You finish. I want to hear from Muftawu.
Thank you. You see, so I'm saying that simple. The time for interference is now, because football is a massive economic tool, which the FA do not have the capacity and the know-how to work it. They don't have the
capacity.
What
kind of interference do you... Is it the...
Policy interference.
Policy interference.
Policy and guidance interference. Okay. That is binding on every Ghanaian, not only football people, FA people, on every Ghanaian
interested in running football.
Who wants to do sports.
That's right.
In this country. Necessary.
That is fair. So, to the MPs listening, if you only view interference as replacing Ket, Sitso is saying that is a very small fraction of the issue, and that is probably not even the kind of interference we are urging government to get involved in. Not go and take away Ket and think that will solve the problem. No, you don't have a policy running the sport. So if you interfere and bring guidelines that forces the FA to follow new guidelines on sport administration, that's an interference. You're telling them exactly what to do, but ultimately it benefits the country. And Sitso concludes by saying he doesn't think that we should have spent $3 million for the preparation to the tournament, whether we pre-financed it or whether we got the money. He's saying that our total expenditure at this AFCON, and whether we are going to get some back from CAF or not, it should not have been 3 million. That's all Sitso is saying. Muftawu wanted to bring some perspective to it. Muftawu, I'm listening to you.
Okay, so the sports policy thing, our very good friend, Dr. Bello Bitugu,
yes,
is the chairman of that policy, and they've been working on it for a year plus now. I don't know when they are going to conclude. Our very good friend, N.S. Koranteng, is part of that committee.
Oh,
so
okay.
for sports policy for the country, that one they've been working on it for a very long time. When they are going to conclude for it to bind on everyone on what to do when it comes to Ghana sports, that's what I don't know. Okay, so Sitso made a very interesting point. The point about spending 3 million. 3 million is quite exorbitant, and every single person, because you don't go for a tournament within 11 days or 12 days, you blow about $3 million and come back. It won't be acceptable to anyone, anywhere. But what I wanted to just add up and maybe clarify is the fact that the preparations for the competition, a chunk of it, right, is pre-financed, right? So Ghana's campaign in Kumasi, they were in Kumasi for like 10 days. I am aware that CAF gave member associations money to prepare for the competition, which is about $200,000 or so,
Okay.
if the intel available to me is right.
And that you receive even before.
Yeah, you receive it
the moment you qualify. Yes.
The moment you qualify. But usually it would come a few months to the tournament, just like FIFA World Cup.
That's fair.
Yes. And they started doing this somewhere 2017, where they give member associations that have qualified to the competitions money to prepare for the tournament.
Yes.
But all I wanted to understand from Sitso was the fact that when he said, the very moment the team flew out of Ghana, we stopped spending.
On preparation.
On preparations.
Yes.
But if you go for the tournament, there's no longer preparations.
Okay.
You're not going for the major competition. You're not going for the participation.
Yes. So let's even say that. Let's even say that Sitso said the spending should have ended the moment we emplaned to Abidjan. Tell us about the extra expenditure we incurred.
No, so he just mentioned preparations.
Let me take seconds to
if he added preparations, I'm not sure I would have interjected.
Because you didn't listen. I'm saying that. Let me use 30 seconds. The reason I said that was that we flew with the official airline partner of CAF.
True.
If we're going to hire or charter a plane, I would never say that the spending on preparation ended once we lifted off from Kumasi, because the flights that will go with charter and go.
I didn't hear the word preparation. Maybe my ear went to sleep. I didn't hear the word.
So you get my point now.
Yeah, I get your point.
We didn't pay for.
Muftawu, go on.
Okay. So I'm not going to, I don't know what clarify I'm not going to offer again, because
so that's all.
I just hear the word preparation, because when you say we stop pending when we flee out of Ghana, that was
so if I pick up on your point as well, you also agree that 3 million for the duration that we
is quite on the high.
It's exorbitant. That was the word you used.
Yes, it's quite exorbitant.
Right.
And I do not actually subscribe to the fact that for the 11 or so days that Ghana was in Abidjan, we spent that kind of money. Just maybe.
That's what Sitso is saying. You have to add the 10 days in Kumasi, so 10 plus 11.
No, and even that one stuff. Even that one.
Even still, right?
Yeah, unless of course we had more than the required number that CAF was willing to take care of. And if we had more, then it is our problem, and we will have to pay for that.
In fact, $3 million for the 10 days of preparation in Kumasi, where we didn't. Look, the only flight involved in all of that preparation was bringing the players here and then taking them to Kumasi. Finished. That was all we spent on flights.
But maybe because they always fly business class.
No problem. It's still not 3 million. It doesn't matter. Then they would have also spent on hotel, right, for 10 days in Kumasi.
Yeah.
Then they would have paid a very small fee to use Dr. Kwamiche's facility, or even free. We don't know that. So let's just assume
small fee.
Let's say it's a small fee.
It
It's
has
a
to be
very.
a small fee.
It is not a great facility.
Yeah,
You don't
it
pay.
has to be a small fee.
If they ask you to go and audit the amount they paid for that.
Relax. If Dr. Kwamiche decides that I am charging you 200,000 cedis to use it, you will pay.
Then anyone
Because
who will pay 200,000 cedis to use that facility has done a disservice to
then
the
go
land.
and look elsewhere and trade.
Yes,
Yes,
that's the point.
that's the point he's making.
That's the point.
And then go and look elsewhere and trade.
That's the point.
I am charging you 200,000 cedis to come and use my facility.
It's not no
Then he said
point.
that is-
That is
That's
the
the
point.
point.
That's the point, Muftawu. What you're saying is the point.
No, when you say small fee, that's why I don't agree.
It has to be a small fee.
Oh no.
That's what small fees is saying.
Oh, Nabila Abdullah. All right, listen. Fair enough. Daniel, I can't hear you and Muftawu. Listen, Muftawu, we are making the same point. Okay. We're saying that it must have been a small fee because that's what the facility deserves. And you are saying that if he charged 200,000, then we'll have to pay. And Sitso is saying that if he charged 200,000 and anyone decided that the facility was worth 200,000, you've done a disservice to the country. That's all they're saying.
No, go back.
As for your quote today, nobody said don't quote 200,000.
We are not talking coconut matter.
No, that's an example of
Who is
that.
talking coconut?
Don't buy coconut A for you.
It's
You know
okay,
the way we go buy
please.
coconut A for you.
Mute the microphone, I
Okay,
beg.
fair enough. Atsu has also joined us. Atsu just came from Raphael Jamina's funeral. Listen, I'm just going to take you guys through the 15 points in the petition that the Save Ghana Football protesters or conveners submitted to Parliament, just so that you would all have clarity on exactly what they want in case you haven't read the petition. The petition number 1, they want a national football policy to be developed. They want them to, that's 1. 2, institute a commission of inquiry into our participation at this AFCON. 3, they want accountability. There's a pressing need to disclose how much was spent. I think that part was done on Wednesday, but we need a breakdown.
Yes.
For example, let us know how you spent $3 million.
10 days.
Where did the monies go?
Where did it go? Plus $400,000 from MTN
Yes.
that you took
Yes.
in the name of the national team.
Thank you very much.
Where did you spend it?
Yes.
I think that's necessary. Number 4, dissolution of search committee's report on the appointment of a new Black Stars coach. They want that process ended immediately. This is their last week of work, by the way. Number 5, disbandment of management committees. I agree with this 100%. The Jamafe Commission recommended same.
Every committee has.
Lack of player development. This one says we need to develop a juvenile football policy as well to enable or enhance proper transitions into the senior teams. They also want, number 7, structural reforms. They want 8, national team funding must also be re-looked at. They want to an investment in grassroots football development. Number 11, the establishment of a national training complex. I think we all agree on this. Number 12. Okay, so number 3 and number 12 are the same thing. Accountability. Number 13. They want the national team coach's salary to be instituted, a salary scheme, especially for junior national teams. None of them is on contract. None of them is paid on a regular basis. That has to change. They want a stakeholder engagement. What did the minister say? They said they will hold a what?
A national
Thank you. So I think that's something they plan on doing. And then they want a reduction on football-related events in the tax on football-related events. At the moment, there's a 17% VAT, I believe, charge on football matches. They say other entertainment industry, the creative arts industry is 3% on their revenue.
They are showing some working.
But in football, it's 17%.
Yeah.
So
These are the things our honorable members of parliament
thank
should
you.
look at.
Exactly.
That's where they can interfere proper.
That's right. That's right. Danike, I want to move on to the counter protesters. Okay, so
no. Please, no, Fentuo, please. Oh, please.
what happens to giving an equal voice to everyone?
Yeah, we brought Sadiq Adams here, and also. No, we brought Sadiq. No, you have to give them fair hearing.
No. Fair
this
hearing.
is not news.
Fair hearing is.
We'll give them fair hearing if it's news. This is not news.
Counter protesters.
This is not news. Charlie, Fent.
I will speak for counter protesters.
I was. Look, this week I've been very happy. I've been very happy because over the years, all the things we say here, the thing is, we assume that those in power
Are not listening.
But this particular demonstration was to take what we've been saying on paper, and give it to them, and let the conversation go on in the higher quarters. And we've seen it. Once that conversation has begun in Parliament, then we can have the hope that something will change. And when you listen to the tone of some of the MPs and the passion with which they were talking, now it's not just about sitting on radio and shouting and sitting on radio and talking.
Yeah.
It has gone to the very body that can put together policies. So I think from the part of the organizers, those who joined it, we've won.
Yeah.
That is basically what we wanted.
Yep.
And now it is up to those in Parliament to make sure that this thing becomes policy. Because other than that, and that's what Sitso has said, it's the interference is in.
It is so many different forms, other than just removing
It's not
an
just
FA president.
Yeah, it's not just interference. And when you interfere, FIFA will come. All the serious countries in this world have their governments very tied in their sports policies. It's all around, and there's no way any governing body of sport will say that no government should interfere in one form or another, because then the sports will simply not work. It's just what it is. So I think we've won. It's a very good thing that happened this week, and for me, when you look at the sheer numbers, people who came out on a weekday, a working day, it shows that people are still very passionate about the sport. People are still very passionate. We believe that things can change. And it's not like, that's what hurts. It's not like we shine raw. We are simply not doing the right things.
Yeah.
And if things change, if we get the planning right, if we get the actions right, we'll by all means reap the benefits. It's not... When you look at what happened with this Ivorian team, you look at what happened with even the Nigerians. When you look across Africa, you look across the world. It's not like they are made from a different type of skin or they have different types of blood. No, they are just a group of people who sat down. They've realized that look, these days it's about planning and execution, and you put a proper planning and you work towards it, and you make sure that at the end of the day you reap your benefits. So for me, I'm really, really glad that our colleagues.
It's all of us.
You
were there.
No, I was there, but the point is somebody has to get up and say, let's do it.
Veronica and Sadiq,
and Obama and
they tough guys.
Top job.
And
Songo, yes.
Your friend
Coach
Christopher Nimley.
Oh yes.
I'm really happy. It takes
Wonderful.
The conversation beyond the studio, and now the conversation is going on at the top. But Fent, I want to say something small.
Go on, my brother.
Something small.
Did
you see the Black Queens list for the
yes,
Zambia
please.
game?
Yes, please. Hey, that match is tough.
Oh, very tough game. We spent $3 million in 10 days.
Yes.
For Black Stars.
We owe the Queens 3 rounds of qualification.
Yeah. You see the account that money was paid to?
Women's Football Development Account.
It was paid in the Women's Football Development Account.
Yes.
Fantastic.
That the Ministry of Sports has created.
Are you aware? Are you aware that for at least from where I'm sitting, I'll say this whole since Nora Hopto took over.
Yes.
The whole qualification process. They've not paid the Black Queens players one cedi.
For any
one
of any of the rounds they've played.
Nothing. No.
Yeah.
So the Black Queens players literally show up to camp, train, go and play for free, bring us joy, come back, rinse and repeat.
Yes.
The Black Stars players were paid their bonuses even before they kicked the ball. They chopped the money even before. When they were going to Cote d'Ivoire, when the plane landed, they were rich. Their pockets were fat with cash. And not just the players. The officials too had paid themselves. Because they saw it very needful to pay themselves even before a ball was kicked. So whether we went out group stages or whatever, they came back or they arrived rich and left rich.
Right.
But the Black Queens players have not received 1 cedi. And it's not just the Black Queens players who. You go to the princesses, you go to the maidens who now don't exist. Look, if this is not wickedness, then what is it? You are paying Black Stars money into a Woodmen's Football Development account. Now let's even take it down to the operational things. You see the nice kente thing that the Black Stars were wearing to their warm-up kits, that nice one. You see the attire that they were using to train. The one that has the plenty sponsors. It's like a Formula 1 shirt. And everybody has put their something somewhere. You see that one? No?
Mara, MTN. Why?
The Black Queens, they have 2. One is to 2. So 1 player is to 2. This is a national team, a women's national team. Did you see that? Well, Women's World Cup just ended. Did you see the attention to details on all these teams that... Look.
Hold on. Wait. Danica, you are saying that the Black Queens only have 2 training kits.
2.
For the entire
camping.
2. So if you train Monday, you wear it, you sweat. You wear the next one on Tuesday. The Monday one, you wash them, you dry them. Wednesday, you kick them. The one you wear on Tuesday, no, you wear it on Thursday again. Friday, then you wear the one you wear on Monday and Wednesday.
What's the practice at the Black Stars level?
Oh, every day fresh one.
First year,
you know this for sure.
Every day fresh one.
So the old ones normally they No. They do laundry. They do laundry.
Even if they do laundry.
They do laundry.
Even if they do laundry, it's not 2 to 1.
They do.
Even if they do laundry,
no, but
it's not 2 to 1.
No, but this one, we should have it. We should have the facts.
No, the Black Stars is not 2 to 1.
It's not 2 to 1. The Black Stars is not 2 to 1.
It's not 2 to 1.
And it is not on
there. All right. Okay.
Yes.
Hold on. DK, hold on. Actually, your microphone is off. You people like talking over each other, so now I've learnt my lesson. I put off people's microphone when they start making noise. Danike, so you say that the women is 2 to 1, and you know for a fact the men is not 2 to 1.
What is when you start doing this, then people start out. Are the men is 2 to 1? See, I laugh. The men is 2 to 1. You give the 2 shirts and tell him that. What are you talking about?
Fair enough. Even if the men were 2 to 1,
no, not
that. I was going to say that in all fairness, knowing the unique nature of men and women, even if the men were 2 to 1, the women should not be 2 to 1. It's all I'm saying.
It's a total lack of respect.
Yes, that's all I'm saying. Even if the men were 2 to 1, the women should not be 2 to 1.
Yeah.
$7,500 for 3 games. That's how much they are owed. This is just for the qualification. So this is a new friend is saying arrears coming up, fresh one. 7,300 for 3 games. That's 2,000 for the 3 games. Then 2,500 for home and away plus their qualification bonus. Per diem is $700. None has been paid. I wonder what so when they wake up in the morning.
Just mention that, clarify that the figures you mentioned are total figures for each player, for everything.
For everything.
Not for every game.
Yeah, so the whole thing will come up to this.
So all
that's not even up to 10,000.
No, per player. And they play 6 matches. And each player is owed 7,300 for all the 6 matches they have played. And no cry enjoy.
In fact, thank you for
again. Okay, Atsu.
Per the going Black Stars rates, this would have been $48,000 because the going rate is $8,000 per match, right?
Wow.
So for the 6 matches would have been 40. That's the winning bonuses alone.
Yeah.
And then the per diem, so how many days?
It's $700 for all the days they spent in the camp.
So when they wake up.
Oh, by the way, you remember the U20 women's tournament they played in Kumasi where our princesses won? They haven't even paid them per diems.
So per diem I understand, but I always have a challenge when the junior national teams are monetized.
But I just said they haven't paid them per diems.
That's what I'm saying. Per diem is fine.
But who mentioned bonus? You are the one taking.
No, but we are all talking about bonuses.
No,
that's
Black Queens. Listen to Daniel. Black Queens.
Do you understand the need for per diems? So the women when they wake up in the morning, they go and buy their own Milo and their own bread and then come back. What sort of wickedness is this? These things, and when we are saying it, let's not even try and do but. There's no but anything inside. There's no but anything.
It's just discrimination, honestly.
It's wickedness. It's not discrimination. You can pay yourself before you reach Cote d'Ivoire. You can pay yourself. At the end of Qatar, everybody can walk away with $100,000. When you're female national team, we are not talking about junior or anything.
No, senior
national team. Look at how much money people are pumping into their women's football these days. And you see, all the serious countries, when they do this, not because they are stupid, it's an investment. So they understand that, look, as a country, if we put in this amount, eventually we'll reap our benefits. By all means, People are fixing their women leagues, their female leagues. People are fixing their national teams, their junior teams. We are sitting there, our female national team, we've not paid them. And we expect that when they go to Zambia, they're going to face Zambia home and away. Trying to make Olympics.
Is the first
we
leg
expect
not here?
That.
The first leg is here, right?
It's here. We expect that they should be able to go past the Zambians and qualify.
Who have the most expensive women's footballer of all time? What's her name? Kudabanji or something? She just signed them over $800,000.
And she was speaking on the BBC like 2 days ago.
Thank you.
And
so you added to Barbara Banda.
Bogali. why do we do this?
Oh, but we say we have called up a Tekes player.
And is this the same? No, Charlie, friend, is this the same association that runs the Black Stars?
Yes, please.
It can't be. It really can't be. So the head of the women's desk at the FA, no. Oh yeah, then. Like, what are you doing? You are quiet. I'm asking you a question. You are quiet.
The women.
Which of us works there?
So maybe somebody knows something.
The head of women's football development at the FA is Emilia Broby. No, their first name is not Emilia. Amma Broby. Sorry.
Emilia Broby is
No, but friend, this is a serious matter.
No, you made a point. And remember, after the AFCON, I made a post about.
Is it that she's not connected or what?
That's not the point.
She's not connected.
So she's connected
to
the right people.
It's not about the people being connected. When it comes to the national teams,
no, sometimes
the chief head of all the national teams is the FA president. Every single day, whether you have a management committee or not, the FA president is the one who is in charge. He makes the calls.
No, and listen, let's not trivialize the issue. What Daniel is saying is an important point. He's saying that we have overemphasized too much on the blacks. See, in Ghana, this is what it happens. We have a Ministry of Youth and Sports that focuses on only sports. At the sports, they only focus on football. At the football, they only focus on
Black Stars.
So that's all he's saying. And for the FA, for example, who have not missed an opportunity to shove women's football in our faces every time we say they are not doing well, this is a rather disappointing development. That you would have thought that they would have done everything possible to make sure that these women are taken care of.
Do you recall the demonstration under
Of course, who doesn't? Who doesn't? David Akam's wife.
The late Dr. Mustafa Ahmed.
Yes. It was after the Africa Games when they won gold in 2015.
Bro, the girls came here into the studio. After the demonstration.
Yes.
The girls were here into the studio.
Thank you.
Yeah. After the demonstration.
They were here.
They came here for sports.
What's her name?
Linda Shen.
Yes. And what's Akam's wife's name?
Florence.
Florence, that's it. They came to the studio.
And the scary thing is that the girls
when they said they won't go to M Plaza
again, the girls know that if they talk, they'll be blacklisted.
Yeah.
So they are sitting there and they are suffering, and they have to report to camp.
I want to enter into my Twitter DM because one of the players sent me a DM about this.
Do you remember the tweet of this girl?
For it.
Yes, which one? Yes, Sitso, find your tweet.
Elizabeth, she tweeted something.
Do you mean Amapele?
Amapele.
Of course.
Till date, she's never gotten a call to the national team again.
Fair enough. And it's a problem because we all get these DMs. So the bottom line, the message is clear. Please pay the queens. Pay the princesses who have just booked qualification to Colombia, the Women's Under-20 World Cup. They are owed even per diems from winning the Under-20 Women's CAF Wafu Zone B competition that they held in Kuma. Per diems, not bonuses, like Muftawu was trying to suggest. Because, and I agree with Muftawu's point that he wanted to make about paying bonuses to junior national teams. That's another conversation altogether that we need to have. But the old per diems, pay them. This Ministry of Youth and Sports, pay them.
No, Fentuo, hold on. No. So they could get $540,000 plus to pay appearance fee for the Black Stars when they were going to Abidjan for the AFCON. But this, what? Let's put together all the money. Is that 7,000? How much?
Just multiply it by.
It's not up to 10K.
Each player is not up to 10K.
7,300 bonuses owed for 6 matches. It makes no sense.
No, so
but you are paying the thing into a women's football development account.
Then they'll go withdraw it and go and pay the men.
Oga,
it's patriarchy.
I'm actually confused.
It's patriarchy.
You see, I was having a conversation.
I'm a feminist.
With one of
it is a men
ladies.
problem. It's the men problem. It's a men issue. As for men are what's the
Men are trash.
Men are trash.
I'm not part.
Men are
No,
trash.
I'm not part. It is you.
All of us are
I am going
sympathizing
too
with the
far.
video. It's okay. Let me go cover
Me, I'm not part of that one.
All of us are sympathizing with the video.
Like,
But it's
I'm-
okay.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back. This is GamePlan on 99.7 Joy FM, 103.9 Hits FM. Show proudly sponsored by Patreon. Every drop matters, just as every penny counts. Good quality fuel enhances your vehicle performance and reduces maintenance costs, of course. So I beg you, take no risk in times like this. All you need is value for your money. Look no further, of course. Drive to the next Patreon fuel station for your clean, accurate quantity fuel suitable for new technology vehicles. Be a happy customer, fill with smiles, drive more miles, and save some money. And when you drive to that fuel station, tell them you're coming straight here after listening to GamePlan, and you'll be in for a surprise. Petrosol, your clean quality fuel in full quantity. Petrosol, always a delightful experience. Let me also tell you about this. Joy News, in collaboration with an amalgam of professional bodies, is organizing a public lecture on the topic, Has the Fourth Republic Delivered? Faith Leaders and Good Governance. The speakers include Abeku Sego, Susan Edu-Amankwa. The main speaker is Theodore Albright. The moderator for this event is Philip Osei Bonsu. The date is 5th March 2024. Time 6:30 p.m. Venues at British Council. Admission is free. You can call this number for more information, 0244 220 427. And this event is powered by Joy News. Joy News, independent, fearless, credible journalism. Also, this is a calling on all women who are looking to change their levels. Come and attend the Include Her conference on the 9th of March to mark International Women's Day. Speakers are Michelle Atto, Koki Salome, Sophia Benson, Helen Apiampofo, Mary Anna Edujemfi, makeup artist Laurentia Owusu, known as Lori Babe, and Professor Mauko. The MC is Eunice Tony, and the event host is Lady Sam. Come and be mentored by these successful women. Lunch and refreshments will be served. Call 027-956-2165 or 050-151-8477 to purchase your ticket. You don't want to miss this. The sponsors are Fiesta Royal Hotel, Cape May Properties, The Signature Apartments, DAAR Living, BNFT, Y1079 FM, Joy FM, and Joy Prime TV. And I dare say, I want all these women, when you gather for this conference, call on the FA to pay the Black Queens. Please, Professor Mauku. Lori Babe. Men are trash.
Man, so you are trash.
That's why he's laughing, because he knows he's trash.
Boss, hey,
Men are pay the women.
Boga.
You people, you are even lucky that here we are not asking for equal pay.
Boss.
You are lucky we are not asking for
the matter
equal
at
pay.
hand, the matter at hand.
Like in America.
Make you no extend
And
that.
South
We sympathize with the girls. It's wickedness.
Yes.
But don't extend it.
What do you mean don't
Because
extend it?
Boys don't be anything.
In fact, now we want equal pay. Right now, we want.
Every 6 matches, 7,000. You know, guys, you want equal pay.
So if we do equal pay, and it means that the Blasters now have to earn the small appearance fees that the baby girls earn.
Yeah.
That we will take.
Yes.
But if you have to upgrade the girls to that level,
Hey, Sitso, don't say that.
Sitso.
Don't say
no,
that.
I'm saying that because
We don't have the money.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I'm
but let's
saying-
reduce the Blasters money.
That's what I'm saying.
Fentuo.
Yes.
But it's the same thing I said.
Let's do that.
I find it unacceptable that ministry could write a letter to the finance ministry to release money for them to go to AFCON.
And
But
then
can't even write a simple letter for the Black Queens. I find it unacceptable.
it's very strange, isn't it?
It's quite strange and weird.
It boils down to one thing.
Wait,
The
Muftawu,
100,000
what
when
you're
they go
saying
share for
is-
Qatar, they could have used their chop. If everybody chops 50,000, if everybody chop, they were how many people who took the 100,000? 6 people.
4 of them took the money.
Four of them.
Steve Appiah didn't go, and then
Point
Sikins
is,
didn't.
there was
Seconds
100,000
rejected
for
the
2
money.
extra people. if 6 people were going to collect 100,000, you keep 50. I can go a long way to pay some of these small.
But they asked Alhaji Guza to pay back the 50, and now he's shouting everywhere.
No, I do understand and accept that the Black Stars is the biggest brand people sponsor and bring money to.
It's because
However,
we've sold
you
only the
use
Black
that.
Stars.
You use that like CAF. When CAF goes out there to sell, they are selling the AFCON. But when they are selling the AFCON, the other things under their umbrella also benefit.
Of course, I agree.
The junior competitions.
I agree.
So when people bring sponsorship for the Black Stars, 2 million from MTN, Mara gave you money, Goldfields brought you money. So how can't you just take something out and give it to the Black Queens?
I told you the reason. Men are trash. That's the reason. If not, they would have paid this money a long time ago.
I really don't get it. I'm confused.
All right, guys, let's switch our conversation a little bit. I've got this to play for you. This is our president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, at the commissioning of the $145 million Boteman project on Monday.
Acknowledge the Minister for Youth and Sports, staff of the ministry, and the local organizing committee to go all out and organize the best African Games in history. Our nation is expecting some 5,000 elite athletes, some 3,000 experienced officials, thousands of fans in the country, together with an estimated global audience of 2.2 billion people watching through traditional and social media.
You see, it sounds like someone just wrote the figures for Nanado to go and read.
Acknowledge the Minister for Youth and Sports, staff of the ministry, and the local organizing committee to go all out and organize the best African Games in history. Our nation is expecting some 5,000 elite athletes, some 3,000 experienced officials, thousands of fans in the country, together with an estimated global audience of 2.2 billion people watching through traditional and social media.
2.2 billion people watching through traditional and social media. Someone help me. What was the audience for the AFCON?
Just ended AFCON?
Yeah.
Almost 2.2 billion.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So the African Games will have the same numbers.
How much was for the World Cup?
The World Cup was
about 5 billion.
5 point something billion viewers. Yeah.
It was more.
Almost 6 billion for the World Cup.
I'll say Africa Games.
But why have we changed the figure? Because I thought the minister had earlier said that 5 billion people were going to be watching. So you have.
Maybe he went and feed World Cup figures, please. We beg.
No, I'm saying
the
minister was on record to have said.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe. So we beg. We are sorry.
No, Sitso is trying to understand the inconsistency.
See, when a statesman speaks, and it's not a casual conversation, but it's through an address.
Yes, I take it seriously.
I can't take it for granted.
Yes,
so we are sorry.
Boga.
So where did the minister get 5 billion?
The minister said 5 billion. I'm so happy that 5 billion eyeballs, including Ghanaians, would be seeing the beauty. And I'm so disappointed that it has reduced by 3 billion. It would be 3 billion. What happened to the 3? It would be 3 billion. What happened to the 3 billion that are not going to watch it?
Wait for the opening ceremony. It will come down to 1.5
billion. we might not even get that actually. The African Games.
Muftawu, are you not? Are you lost?
No, I get it. I get it. Well, it's okay.
Atsu, briefly on the Africa Games, we finally have opened the facility. You were there. What exactly is happening there? We have athletes. We say that we are going to camp. We've moved camping to Accra. Listen, by the way, next Thursday, we will have a very special Africa Games show. Okay? Next Thursday on TV, where we will put all the Africa Games issues into perspective for you. Let you understand who is coming, where will each event be happening, what is the level of our preparation, what is the target for our athletes, what is the schedule for the games like, when will the athletes be coming, so that, and even ticketing information, because I'm picking up information that it might be free gate. You understand?
Yeah, it's going to be free.
Exactly. So all this information is not even public. The promotion and marketing team of the African Games, wake up! Wake up!
Just
Wake up! Wake up!
you're sexy and his team.
You see, Yasesi is even in charge
he
of
got here 2
marketing.
days
In
ago.
other words, he's looking for sponsorships for the team. The promotion.
But the LOC were moving. They were doing road shows. They did Accra. They went to Tadi.
What they do is to police people's work.
Champ.
Is that a promotion?
Champ. Do you even know how many venues will be hosting the Africa Games? You and I, as we speak, as journalists.
Oh no, that's not.
They
That's
don't
not
even-
official. But you and I, we might be privy to some.
That is
some-
true.
Yeah, but that's the point.
Did you
Every
know that?
information we have is not even official.
Yes. Did you know that the Africa Games will be hosted at 9 venues? Did you know? Did you know this? Did you know that it's not just Boteman and Legon? Many people don't know. Did you know this? Did you know there will be 9 venues? And I'll read them for you.
Production is going to be interesting, Papa.
Boteman will host 7 sporting disciplines. University of Ghana will host 8 sporting disciplines. Transport Emporium, Bukom, will host how many? 5 sporting disciplines. Alisa Hotel
That's 20.
will host 2 sporting disciplines.
22.
Accra Sports Stadium will host 3 sporting disciplines.
What are the 3?
The 3 are wrestling will take place inside the Athramani Hall.
Okay.
Sambo will take place inside the Athramani Hall.
Okay.
And
What's-
men's
what is it?
football,
But the Sambo will be what?
it be sport. It be Africa.
The Sambolo. Anybody knows Sambo? Me, I don't know Sambo.
Sambo, it be Africa Games
It
sport.
be what? Sport? How
I
does
know
it
the
play
answer
out?
to it.
It's a form of wrestling.
Oh,
It's a form
okay.
so it's like one of those combat sports. So you know, like
Judo. Like
so
judo kind of.
wrestling, judo,
Oh,
sambo.
okay.
It's part.
Sambo.
It's part of them.
So I just want to know. So it's a combat sport. I
Yes,
don't know
it's like
category
a martial arts sport,
Yeah,
basically. So
yeah.
combat sport.
Right.
It is that
I
kind
had
of.
no idea what that was.
Yes. So that will also take place there. Okay. So far I've given you Boteman 1, University of Ghana 2, Trust Sports Emporium 3, Alisa Hotel 4. That's 4 venues. Accra Sports Stadium 5 venues. Venue number 6, Achimota School, Daniel's alma mater will host
Cricket.
1 sport. Cricket will
Yeah.
take place in Achimota. Did you know
Yeah.
that even the Ablekuma Pokwase Highway is a venue for the Africa Games?
What?
Cycling.
That's fine.
That's right. Did you also know where field hockey will take place? Automatically to hockey pitch.
Then you are looking at more than 7 venues, as you said.
I said 9.
You said 9.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So now you've mentioned 8.
Have I?
Yeah, you have.
I've mentioned 7.
Okay, I included the Ablekuma Highway.
It's a venue. So Boteman 1, University of Ghana 2, Trust Sports Emporium 3,
Yes.
Alisa Hotel 4, Crash Sports Stadium 5, Ashimota School 6, Ablekuma Pokwase Highway 7, Teodosoko Hockey Pitch
8.
Laboma Beach Hotel will host the women's and men's beach volleyball.
Then we have 10 venues. Cape Coast will host the baby girls football.
And then Cape Coast Sports Stadium women's football.
Yes.
So
then
10.
10 venues.
Hey,
yes.
Radin Yankopon.
No, so
Taibade Laboma will
But
be
you know where the most crowd will be?
Where? Laboma.
Laboma.
Beach. How do you know?
Oh, beach volleyball. You've not seen beach volleyball Olympics.
But Ghana is a
When
football
Brazil
country.
and Dominican Republic
During
are
your
playing.
secondary school
Alright.
and university
Relax,
days.
guys.
my challenge is about production.
Okay, Muftawu. Obia, I've put off your microphone. You like talking when I'm talking. Keep quiet. You listen. Muftawu Nabila. Obia need a problem. He has problem with production. We are journalists. You have a problem with coverage.
No, but the coverage is the production.
Okay. From
Thank
our
you.
side or
Yes.
from the game side.
10 different venues. How do you expect us to?
That's why I've already shared
What
it.
production are you talking about? Broadcast production.
Even broadcast production and
Or reporting.
That one shouldn't be a problem.
In fact, we are looking for volunteer
Setups.
reporters.
It's sorted.
Danike, we are looking for volunteer
Okay, I know
reporters
it.
to
From-
go and
from
report.
info-
Thinking about the final of the beach volleyball women's contest between Cape Verde and Angola.
And not Equatorial Guinea.
Between Kevin.
and not Equatorial Guinea.
All right.
No,
Guys,
Equatorial Guinea semi-final.
Let me,
Fence.
okay, no,
Fence.
no.
We have to
don't talk
substitute.
over me, please.
No.
Let me give out this information.
The finalist no,
Which one?
for the women's volleyball. No.
What is true?
Beach volleyball.
Yes, we have to substitute Angola for South Africa. Cape Verde and South Africa final.
Once again, your microphone is off, and my point is valid. Men are trash. Men are trash. Look at all the important things we are talking about. Let's go through the other venues, please. So we said Boteman will host 7 sporting disciplines. These are the 7. Badminton will take place there. Indoor volleyball will take place there. Handball, table tennis, triathlon, the swimming part of the triathlon. Triathlon is a 3-sport competition. Triathlon, try.
No, but why are you looking at my face like
triathlon?
How it starts there?
He didn't understand the sambo. See, he means you don't understand.
No, I know triathlon.
You know triathlon.
Problem. You know, I've asked you before where it was going to happen. He says it's going to start at Boteman.
Yes.
So they'll do the 50-meter swim in the pool.
You go back and forth.
Because they need a kilometer
like 3. I think 3 kilometers or 5 kilometers.
Yes,
depending
of swimming.
Of swimming.
So they'll do 3 kilometers in the pool.
Yes. You do it. It's easy. You go and come.
No, the point is that if it is not an Olympic qualifier, they don't have problem. We just want people to participate.
Let me finish. You people, let me finish. Do you know that the length of each pool is 50 meters?
50, yes.
Yes. So if you are doing 1,000 meters, or that is 1 kilometer, you go back and forth. It's easy. So that one is not a problem.
Let me ask you. You cover a lot of Olympics.
Yes.
Have you ever seen the pool being used for it?
Being used for
triathlon, the swimming part.
It's always open
water. So
yeah.
That is exactly what I'm saying. So it's not proper. I'm not.
Even
I know you can swim back and forth for 30 years and cover whatever distance.
I think we are compromising.
I'm saying, is it proper?
Because we have hosted triathlon here before, and the swimming part was done at Labadi Beach. So what they did was take the athletes all the way, maybe 5 kilometers into the sea or 3 kilometers into the sea. Then they drop them there. Then they swim to the shore. Then when you get to the shore, then you do the running bit, and then you do the cycling bit.
Yes.
So that it's a triathlon.
When they came and tested the water, they said it was not good enough.
Exactly. So now we have to go to the pool.
I say beach no.
Yeah, near Gum. That's the problem.
They tested the water not quite long.
Champ, we cannot sugarcoat the issues. When we want the issues, it's our behavior. That's the problem.
Destroy everything.
Yeah, destroy.
Well, say everything. Now we can lose comfortably.
So let me go on. Handball. So again, Boteman, badminton, indoor volleyball, handball, table tennis, triathlon, tennis, and swimming will take place in Boteman. So if you're a fan of any of those sports, that's your venue. If you're a fan of any of these sports, University of Ghana is your venue. 8 of them in total. 3-on-3 basketball will take place at the basketball court at UG. Athletics, track and field will take place at the stadium. Men's football, there will be some matches at the Legon Stadium as well. Rugby, there's a whole new rugby field built for that purpose. Weightlifting will take place inside the GCB Hall at UG. Same as speedball, which will also take place inside the GCB Hall. There's pickleball, also will take place there at the netball court. And then there's arm wrestling, which will take place at the CD Conference Center, also at the University of Ghana. If you're a fan of this sport, Transport Emporium will host them. Karate-do, boxing, mixed martial arts,
Sambo,
judo, taekwondo. I already mentioned Sambo now.
You've not mentioned Sambo now.
I said Sambo was Accra Sports in Atramani Hall. You remember?
Cool. Yeah. True. Yeah.
Thank you. So, Transport Emporium or Bugon Boxing Arena, if you like. Karate, boxing, mixed martial art, judo, and taekwondo will take place there. Alisa Hotel will host Scrabble and chess.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Accra Sports Stadium will host wrestling, sambo, and men's football. Achimota School cricket. Ablekuma Pokwasa Highway cycling, field hockey to the Soko Hockey Stadium, beach volleyball, Aboma Beach volleyball court, and women's football, Cape Coast Stadium. So those are the venues, exactly. Now, here's some information for you on the Africa Games. 54 countries are expected. There'll be 30 sporting disciplines. There'll be 10 venues, as you've heard. 8 of the events will serve as Olympic qualifying events. 8 of them. And those 8 events are swimming. So that is where you should expect the toughest competition, because those ones, if you do well, you make the time, you're going to the Olympic Games. So swimming, keep an eye out. Athletics, keep an eye out. Badminton, keep an eye out. Cycling, table tennis, lawn tennis, triathlon, and then wrestling. These are the
qualifiers.
Exactly.
So you mentioned where the triathlon is going to start from the Boteman Sports Complex. Do we know where the others will go?
Which one?
The triathlon. They'll start the swimming from the Boteman Sports Complex.
Yes.
Then they'll run where and cycle where?
That's a good question. No, that's a good question.
The cycle is going to be at
because it has to be. So the running has to be somewhere around the same facility so that they can jump on the bikes and ride them to wherever they need to finish. So you have a point. We need to find out where. But I do know that there's a track inside Boteman, so that looks like where it could happen. Yeah, they could just run around the track.
Okay. But Fentuo.
Sorry?
Did it look ready when you saw it? The track.
The only thing left is ruling the lines. Once they rule the lines, it's fine. It's a 6-laner.
Right.
So they can just run around it. A full round is 400 meters. So if they're doing 1.5 kilometers or 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers, just go round and round and round.
So the indoor season just started. Are we expecting some of the best athletes?
That's a question that we will have to answer next Thursday. For now,
president say elite athletes. You are asking this question.
He said 5,000. The NATO says 5,000 elite athletes.
Even the officials are not 3,000. Please.
Okay, so we didn't write the speech for. Why are you attacking me? I'm even shocked. Who said the president is a liar? All right, fair enough, guys. Fair enough. So the Africa Games conversation will continue throughout. We are contributing our bit, educating the people on what the games entail. The last games, for example, Ghana got only 17 medals. 13 medals at the last games in Rabat. Yeah. Before that, we got 19 in 2015. Before that, we got 25 and then 25 in 2011 and 2003, respectively. So in the last 5 editions, our highest haul has been 25. But they say we have targeted top 5 finish. In each of those 5 editions, to finish in the top 5, you must have achieved or you must have amassed over 100 medals before you can finish in the top 5.
Oh, we are Ghana. We'll do it.
Sitso, behave. Anyway, I want you guys to listen to this.
I cannot go to Africa. I cannot go to Africa.
Too much crazy fans.
Too much everywhere. You know, DJ, Ivory Coast, Jeremy, Cameroon, Samuel Eto'o, Cameroon, Essien, Ghana, Sule Muntari, Ghana. I have guys from all around the world. Every time I go to Africa, you know,
roadblock.
I cannot walk. The guys, they love me, and to be honest, I love the guys, and I feel that the African player is very loyal, is very pure. Many of them, they call me daddy, and some of them, they are almost my age. When Essien calls me daddy, I say, Michael, come on. Don't call me daddy, you are almost my age.
Mourinho didn't try. Mourinho try. African players are loyal, but Mourinho is not loyal.
Mourinho don't be loyal.
Can you blow
the way they be loyal to him, though.
So Michael should not call him daddy.
But the thing is that he age with this, you know.
But what is Jose trying to say here?
Because Michael officially be like 40.
You say what officially?
Sitso. Okay, hold on.
What's your official name? Fentuo.
Sorry?
What's your official name?
My official what?
Yes, what's your official name?
My official name?
Yes.
Fentuo Tahiru Fentuo.
Yes, so if I say your official name is Fentuo Tahiru Fentuo, I must say something.
So when you say official
that is
don't come and debate this matter. You know what you are talking about.
You never tell me that what is my official age.
I can tell you what's your official age.
Do I have an unofficial age?
Because if I look at you and thinking you are 50, your official age says you are 30 something.
And then Sitso the worry.
Oh God. I can't deal with you guys. I've got a guest in studio. Ken, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Fentuo.
Yeah. Ken is co-founder for Kens don't have a good reputation on this show so far. Today is being a bad day for all Kens. He's co-founder for AGSM. They are the ones who brought Robbie here last week.
Oh, it'd be big, man.
Ken was there. The roadshow is of ours there was massive. And the content they put on their YouTube. There's a guy who said after the game, they interviewed him. He said Ateta is a joke. They said, why? He said we should have won 10-0. But Ken, yeah, how are you? All good, huh?
I'm good.
Yeah, that was a great show.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, we promised Ghanaians that we were gonna give them the biggest, watch party there's ever been, and I think, we managed to do that. Obviously, with the help of yourself, with the help of our partners BTL, and obviously our sponsors Guinness, TCL, and DSTV. We managed to pull that off.
How did Robbie feel just connecting with all the Arsenal fans there, because the place was so packed?
Yeah. I mean, he wants to come back already. That's how much of an impact Sunday had on him, and I think the whole tour. He's been talking about what he's learnt about Ghana, the culture, the people, the food, everything. So I think.
But he still wouldn't choose between Ghana jollof and Nigeria.
No, he wouldn't. I don't know the reason why.
I know why. Kelechi is holding.
Actually, that's true.
He's holding a cow tail or whatever it is. No, he would juju him. So he's afraid.
He's had a really, really fun time. And
that's cool.
I said,
when is he coming back, or when are you guys coming back?
At the moment we haven't got a date yet, but as soon as we do, obviously we'll let you know. And
what I
we're
think?
Planning soon.
What I think?
Yes.
I think we should do a road show and bring Drogba or Essien for Chelsea match. Because if you had that crowd for Arsenal, trust me, Chelsea would absolutely blow everything out of.
Yeah.
I know the
Chelsea,
Man U fans are very loud too.
Yeah. And I know Chelsea has got a big fan base in Ghana. I mean, I'm a Chelsea fan myself, so we can definitely work something out. I mean,
let's do that. All right, listen, Ken, I'm going to take some messages now. Lots of you have been sending in messages, so Jojo, let's go through a few of them here and then see. All right, this one is from Nana. Nana says, it's from Nana. Listen to us in China. It says, if this isn't pure wickedness, then I don't get it. How can you pay Black Stars money through Women's Development Fund, but still owe the Black Queens? Let's be clear. There is no Women's Development Fund. It's just an account. And the account's name is Women's Sports Development. But they use it to receive money for the Black Stars. It doesn't mean there's a fund there that they've gone to take the money to go and pay the Black Stars. So let's make that difference clear. And it says, among these two teams, which of them really need the money? These Black Stars players are taking thousands of dollars or euros each week, but because the officials want to reward themselves, they tend to focus on the Black Stars. Hopefully things change after the protest. All right, let's go to more messages. This one says, great show, you guys. I'm always looking forward to it. I don't know why financial commitments to the football in Ghana is always centered on Black Stars. What at all is wrong with Ghana? You see, anytime people get angry when the issue of accountability is raised, it's clear indication that they're corrupt. Corrupt man is always an angry man. Can we tie salary payment to KPIs of the officials? Can we for once be serious in this country? Anyway, Mbappe is landing. Hala Madrid from Dale. Listen to us in Madrid. This message says, wait to stop making me angry, Daniel. Oh, Jojo, why? He says, stop making me angry, Daniel. You mean the ladies aren't paid all this while? What is wrong with these people? The ladies have been better, brought us more wins than the men, yet they're treated like trash. I told you, men are trash. What kind of nonsense is this, he says. And then the last sentence, I really can't read it. This one says, I'm really sick listening to your conversation, but I can't bring myself to turn the radio off. Why, GFA? This is a message from Na. And Na is a woman. Thank you, Na, for standing up to the men. This one is from Danny in Tesano, who says, good afternoon, guys. I'm thinking of you guys in the studio. You should use the RTR to compel the sports ministry to release the breakdown of the expenditure this AFCON and the World Cup. It shouldn't just end with demonstration. We need proper accountability. And you say, good work. All right. Do I have more messages? Yeah, I have more messages. Hello, fan, enjoying the show. Please ask Sitso, who is better, Enes Nyama or Simon Adingra? Wow. That is Stanley in Achimota who sent us that message. All right, guys. Great show. Listen, today we're having a conversation. I met Prosper, the General Secretary of the FA, at the funeral grounds of Raphael Chamana, and he asked me a question. He said they were collating views. He might have been joking or might have been serious. He says we are strongly opposed to the bonus structure or bonus payments to Black Stars players. He says, what is the best way to reward the players? I came up with my suggestion. I said, first of all, don't pay appearance fees for Black Stars for AFCON. If you don't want to go to the AFCON, then you have no business representing the Ghana national team. So we shouldn't be paying you for appearing there. So scrap appearance fees. I also said scrap qualification bonus from the group stages. And he said, so if they make it out of the group, we pay them nothing. I said, yes, you pay them nothing. And then from the knockout stages, fix a winning bonus of, let's say, 8,000 for every game you win in the knockout stages. So you win round of 16, we can pay you 8,000. A quarterfinal, a semi-final, we can pay you 8,000. You get to the final, we'll share half of the prize money to the players and the officials. So 3.5 million times 50 people will come up to 70,000 each. The Ivorian government is giving each player 80-something thousand.
76,000.
Thank you. It would make sense to me. I said I would subscribe to that. It would make sense to me. And he says, okay, if they lose, then what happens? I said, if they lose.
But you said they've gotten to the semi-final. If you get to the semi-final,
if you lose, you've already amassed money.
You've already gotten something.
That's what I said. He said if they lose the final. I said if they lose the final, I don't
know
care.
If I have an email at the FA with such a similar, I said if you win the competition, come and share back the money. Give the state 50% of the money and take
don't
the
pay
50%.
them for making it out of the group or for just for going to the AFCON and call it appearance fee. It makes zero sense. If you pay them winning bonuses for winning knockout matches, I'm not opposed to that. And if you make it to the final and you lose, you've already earned enough money on the way to the final. We don't need to
players appearance fee. Some of them didn't even appear.
Can you imagine?
Some of them didn't even appear.
I don't get $1,000. So this is what I'm going to do. Next week, I'm going to take your own thoughts on how you think the compensation should be structured moving forward. Because ultimately, our opinions matter. And it's a good thing that he asked. So we would give him our ideas. But that's it for the show. Ken, thank you for coming. AGSM, we're looking forward to what you guys will do next. Sitso, Daniel, Gary was here as well. Muftawu, Nabila, Abdullah, and Atsu Tamakloe joining us. Lawrence on production. My name is Fentuo, Tahiru Fentuo. It's been an absolute pleasure coming your way. We're back again next Friday. Until then, this show will be available as a podcast on all podcast platforms as well as on YouTube. So do check it out a little later. We're back again next Friday. Until then.